I think we're live. What's up, boys? Happy Friday. What's going on? Not a super spicy Friday so far, but we're pushing through. It's been a good week. Gonna take a look at some charts. Maybe we'll take some live trades. We've got an exclusive live stream today, 5 p.m. East, 3.5 hours from now in the Crown Crypto group. Man, I'm still awake. Guess I'm still waking up. I don't know. I've been awake for hours, but words aren't wording today. You can check that out. Join crowncrypto.com and get a free trial. You can join us over there later today. Smash the likes, the subscribes, no matter what platform you're on. Engage, please, por favor. Helps the algorithm. Jump in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Here we go. Warming up. How's the audio? How's the music? Good level? Audio good? Crisp? Hello, everybody. What's up, brothers? What's up, man? What's up, Ace of Hearts? Dylan? Stairway? Sounds good. Nice music. Yeah, this mix is fire. It's old. It's like a 4-year-old mix, but it's Growing Tillin? Yeah, dude. Yeah, bros. Go to the gym. Ever since I quit vaping, I told you this. Tell you this all the time. Ever since I quit vaping, I've been just at the gym. I replaced one addiction for the other, man. I'm so addicted to the gym now. If I don't go, I feel like shit. What's up, Primo? Everything's cheap. Tom and Jed catching up to my gains. What's up, Warren G? How you doing, Broham? How you doing, man? Who else is here? I'm just taking it slow today. I'm not jumping into it. I put so much pressure on myself to like start out the episode with something important and good, and like it just makes it not as fun. I don't enjoy it as much. It's a lot more stress than it needs to be. I'm just doing whatever today. Stairway B, hello newbies, welcome. What's up, Mr. History? VeChain analysis. You can probably have time to look at VeChain today. I don't know if anything's happened with VeChain since the last time. What? Since the last time I looked at it, but let's take a look at it today. What's up, Wiggins? Shocked? You're shocked at this Bitcoin price action. Me too, bro. I'm shocked. Ooh, VeChain, you do not look great. I will. Does not look great first look. We'll take a deeper look here. But yeah, before we even jump into that, I'll say it is not uniquely bad. Every altcoin chart, for the most part, looks like this. Smack that like. Thank you, Alexander G. Just a normal person, you promise? Sure you are. Wink, wink. We're not a robot. Forever, definitely human podcast. Trying to learn the market, man. Markets are, you know, we grow up being taught things, right? And we think, okay, if I put in X amount of time, I'll fully master, I'll understand, you know, this or that. It's like 2,000 hours. Markets, man, they're not like that. You can master everything that I think you need to master really quickly when it comes to markets. But that is just like the entrance. It's just like the ticket to the movie, you know? Like it's the basic. It's just how to start. I think you can learn it really quickly, and then to learn or master everything is just like impossible. It's like a journey of a lifetime. And even if you spent your whole life doing it, you still may not truly master markets. Markets are maybe unmasterable. We'll see. Let the floodgates open. Yeah, let's do it. You see the stream started causing Bitcoin to drop, doesn't it always? It always does. We haven't even gotten into the chart yet, so I don't think so. GG Flash, that's right. GGW. GG no re. Tom uses Smith machines? I mean, I could talk about lifting all day. I use some Smith machines for isolation. For like isolating different, you know, like rear delt, rear shoulder. There's Smith machines after the core exercises. Yeah. Steal from the membership. Yeah. I mean, they're just so you guys have emojis. They're nothing. I think on a 99-cent membership that we have on YouTube, I think I make like 30 cents. Like, it's nothing. It's just there. Just there so you guys can have them, honestly. You want a worst case scenario, we can do that. What's up, George Vol? You finally joined us. You're late. What does Soul get to Div X-Ray on this run? You mean upside or downside? We'll look at Bitcoin first. People want to look at VeChain. Look at Sol, SPX, Nasdaq. We'll do some moon math. Get them gains. That's right. Hello, sir. How you doing, N? I'm doing good, bro. What's up, Coin Collector? Bitcoin looks like shit. I mean, it looked more like shit last week. It's looking better. Could we look at the pecan chart? No, it's really upsetting, Foxy, is that there actually isn't like a pecan perpetual future. The pecan market is not an actively traded market in that way. The only thing I can find is some like Yahoo chart, and it's got like one data point sometimes a month. Thoughts on SEI? ZVEC, brother, shock. What's that? Looking for alts to short? I mean, bro, Brandon, put a blindfold on. Throw some darts at a board. Find yourself something. That dot Bitcoin alarm did go off. You're right, William. It did. Did it keep dropping? I just typed in William. Dirt to dirt dirt. Dirt to dirt. Oh, will it? I mean, this trade would take balls. I'm not trading this trade. I'm not taking this one. Though I think if you were ever gonna long this pairs .BTC, I think this is like probably the time you'd look at it. It's take that Hopium move. We can look at this in a little bit. Got to get through corn first. The pecans, man. Just catching up with the chat. One sec. What's up, Rising Sun? I see you. Platinum broke out. That's worthy of looking at. What's the shocking price action? Oh, brother, the shocking price action. We're about to get to that. What's up, Chewy? Boston Drain, how are you, man? Dean, who else did I miss? Can I explain perpetuals? Really short answer. Perpetuals, I get. I think. I mean, like, I know what I can like describe to you what perpetuals do. It's just trading with leverage. There you go. Unlike like options with an expiration date, it's like perpetual expiration date, meaning it isn't marked to expire at a certain time like options. Call up, you know. Options, we don't really do much in crypto. It's more of a stock thing. No vape. What's my secret, bro? Oh man, it's been a journey. I could talk about vaping all day too. I can talk about vaping. I can talk about lifting all day. It's anything other than trading. The trick to vaping, my friend, to quitting vaping, and I was ripping 50 milligram Nick salt all day, every day. The trick is you have to be ready to quit mentally. And then you have to sit yourself down and you have to say, what is this doing for me? Why do I do this? This is like a self-discovery thing. Maybe you throw in a little bit of the fungus, you know, to help you sort your thoughts. What is this doing for me? Why do I do it? Does it make you feel good? Does it, you know, make you happy? What does it do? When you're ready to quit, the answer will be nothing. It does nothing for you. It really doesn't, and you know it doesn't. What does it take from you? It takes a lot. Costs a lot of money. Makes you feel like shit. You're leaving events to go vape. You're waking up in the morning. You're hitting your vape. You're going to bed at night. Last thing you do when you go to bed, you wake up in the middle of the night. Maybe you're hitting it. What does it take from you? It's taking your time. It's taking your energy. And then you just have to say, this isn't about quitting. This is just, I'm going to escape it. I'm just going to get away from it. And if you can get that mindset and you can truly believe it, if you don't believe that, you know, then you're maybe not ready to quit yet. But if you can truly believe that and get that mindset, it's not that hard. I mean, it still is not, you know, it's not a walk in the park, but it's not that hard. Stream, very low likes. That's right. People, we got a lot of freeloaders on the likes here. Sativa all day. There's no pecan pass. Yeah, look up pecans. There's like just no real chart for it. It's annoying. Quit smoking. Enjoy your gains. Yeah, buddy. It's true. You'll feel a lot better. Like, I looked up pecans and this is all, it's like yearly trends. It's like there's no real data. Like, you go to 5 year and it's like, I think you get like one data point a year. Like, it's like bullshit. Yeah, at the end of the year it's updated. Scam. Give us a real pecan chart. Yeah, freeloaders. We got 315 viewers. This is the quietest day in crypto. Maybe it's because I didn't start off with the alpha. Who knows? Quietest day in crypto. If you could help engage the stream, smash the likes. Where do you sell pecans? That's a good question. The active vaping, Deegan, you're spot on, bro. The active vaping gives you pleasure more than the nicotine. Then do 0 nicotine slow, or do 0 milligram. Cut out the nicotine first, then cut out the act. Dude, it's totally an oral fixation addiction. Like, totally. How much suffering did you have to go through to be a successful trader? Was it more than quitting vaping? Ooh, that's a crazy question. That's a good question. They're different kind of pains. Different kind. Certainly quitting vaping didn't take as long. Yeah. Bitcoin dominance, I think, is going to break 2020 high. This has implications for everything. I tweeted about this recently, but I've been talking about this for a long time. Doesn't mean alts are cooked, though they already are kind of currently cooked. They're currently cooked. But yeah, dude. We've been saying this all the way up. This isn't done. It's not done yet. We're going to see, in my opinion, we still see a blow off top. So we break 2021's high. This is what I think. This is my prediction. We break 2021's high. And then people think, like at this point, we will hear this is different, right? Everything's different now. Alts are dead. They're never coming back. Bitcoin, and blah, blah. And I'm a maxi, but this is still what I believe. The narrative and the sentiment will change at this high. And then I think this high just again does a blow off top, just like in 2021. Narrative change at the very top. It falls back down. Alt season begins. Everyone sold their alt positions. Then we probably see some kind of alt season like continued. Hopefully that's before Bitcoin, right? Hits all-time high and ends its cycle. Who knows what this looks like? But I still think it will do the same. It'll break, it'll blow off top, and we'll enter some kind of alt season, or at least a time where alts gain against Bitcoin. Hopefully that's when Bitcoin's price is going up for our bags. We'll see. Powell destroyed the pecan market. Whew. Boys. That's unforgivable. It's unforgivable, actually. Stream difficulties. What kind? Oh, wow. We are disconnecting. All right. We might be back. I don't know what's going on. It is storming out. It is possible my connection got interrupted. Right now, my bit rate is really volatile. Maybe some people are hearing this somewhere. Maybe you're not. We'll see. See if we get disconnected. Are we back? They came for our pecans, and I said, nay, because I was not a pecan. Then next they came for me. And when they came for me, there was no one to stand for my pecans. Sheesh. We might be cooked. This stream might be cooked, boys and girls. Now it says we're back to steady. But we're already very low viewership. We lost a bunch of it. It does say we're back. Are we back? Are we back? Viewer. It says it's steady on my side now, so I think we should be good. What's up, gang? Smooth again? Nice. Nice. Until it happens, until it happens again. Working fine? Nice. You too buff for YouTube? True. True. I heard other people were having issues with streaming today too, so probably just YouTube. Or there's a big storm going around the US. We're back. We're back, baby. You're back. We're back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, make sure you smash that like and subscribe on the way in. Say hello. I guess we're not disconnected. The connection's still only good. That's not good. What is up with my clock? Like, this new computer will not freaking keep the time. How is it off? Okay, it's off by 4 minutes. What the no wonder I'm always late. And our connection's only good. That's not good. We'll see. Look at VeChain. We'll just try to get through some of this content. We'll see. VeChain, this is not great. VeChain was doing what most alts were doing. Off of like 22, 23 bottom, putting in a high in April of 24, March, April, pulling back to a higher low, then moving to a higher high at the end of 24 into 25, creating a macro uptrend. Unfortunately, VeChain came back down and has broken that low of August, September of 24. That is not a great look. A lot of alts look like this, but they haven't broken that low. That's not great. It's not a good look. The Bitcoin pair of this, absolutely in agreement. Looks like crap. VeChain's not alone here. I'm not talking shit on VeChain. This is just the alt market right now. Currently trading at 19 sats. Might be looking for 13 sats against BTC. It's like a 30% downside against Bitcoin. Maybe look for a bounce there. This is actually the trade we're looking at on DOT just a minute ago. Okay. See what happens there. Doesn't look good. Does not look good. I would say that there is, I'd likely, and I'm saying this looks like shit, but I would still likely take a long versus short here on VeChain. I just wouldn't have big dreams for where that long might take me. Like, stop at 17 cents or something. This is hypothetical, not financial advice. Just how I might approach it. Like TP at 26. You can still get a good risk reward ratio there. I don't love that though, man. VeChain not looking good. Really, very few alts looking good in general. Sol against Bitcoin also showing weakness. I don't think this is done. I think it has more downside. About a similar 30-ish%. 30-ish% more. Wow. Solana, bro. Solana. Solana looks like shit. Solana looks like shit. That all-time high. Wrecking people here. Slight break of all-time high. Boom. Broke structure. Solana needs to hold on to, man, I don't even say like 125. You can see something like this. But if you start losing lows here, you're going back down to that 100, that 95 level. You break that and man, Solana has very little below it. Very little support below it. Did not build support on the way up. I know that's crushing dreams. XRP. How about we look at something bullish for a change? S&P 500 broke all-time high today. I'm still wary, still a little cautious here. I'm certainly not buying S&P 500 all-time high, but I'm going to see how the beginning of July goes. I want to see the 90-day tariff delay, see what happens there. It's like July 9th or 14th, I can't remember which one. Provided I'm wrong and this just continues rocketing, we're looking at 6,950, about 7K. 12% upside from here to that 1618. See if we can close above this week. NASDAQ in the same situation though. NASDAQ seems to be more bullish. It did this earlier than S&P 500. It's now printed multiple days above its previous all-time high. Looking for 27.1. That's about a 19% gain. I don't know if this is like normal or not, but to me it looks like NASDAQ has more upside than S&P. Interesting. It's like a 13% versus 17%. Circle's still falling. Circle did make it back to 191. We're looking for a retracement. Does not seem like that retracement is over. I did tell you guys I probably wouldn't look to buy. I still probably wouldn't look to buy, honestly, on these. IPO, man, not my thing. Maybe there's a scalp of some kind here. 165 back to 191. $38. I can see longs like this. A little martingale-ish there. Don't try this at home, folks. What goes up must come down. Circle, no exception, apparently. Dollar blast into new lows this week. Though that does kind of look like it wants to break up, doesn't it? Not break up and go to all-time high, but just like break up in relief. Maybe something like this. I'm notoriously bad at charting the dollar, though. I can see that. Dollar seems to always go the other direction of my analysis. Robinhood at all-time highs, consolidating at all-time high. Robinhood looks good, too. Robinhood's measured mood is crazy. Like, Robinhood goes for the run, man. The 1618's at $400. That's bunkers. 392%. Am I calling for a $400 Robin? I don't know. Let's see what happens. See what happens come July 9th or whatever. See if indices continue up. We'll start looking for these crazy moves. What about Coinbase? Coinbase going back to all-time high, in my opinion. Might take till the end of the month. Might take next month. By the end of the year, I think Coinbase will be at all-time high. Syrup continues to rally. Maple Finance, whatever the hell you are. No real analysis there, just waiting for this trade to play out. SEI had a really good setup. Had a really good setup. This rejection a little bit lower than I want it to be, a little bit less confident. I don't like this hesitation at 28 cents. Apple, we can look at Apple, Leonard. I don't like the hesitation here. This is what I was looking for. This could have been a beautiful trade. Maybe we have to dick around here, but something like that. You have an inverse head and shoulders painted. Your neckline that's at 28 cents. I want to see this broken. I'd like to see it back tested. Maybe we jumped in too early. And then I want to see a move to 50 cents. I think this is still on the table, but man, it's sketchy. Getting real close to stopped. STX might be, this trade might be in play. Dot. Bro, Dot is just nuked. What happened to Dot? I remember like people literally saying they were like Dot maxis. Like back in 2021. What happened to this? Like, what the F? Did they have some kind of exploit? Like, what happened to this? This thing's nuked. It's cooked. Yeah, maybe that'll age badly. Yeah, maybe it broke structure and now, it's just gonna fly up. Sure, maybe. But like, this is, at this second, is the shittiest chart, man. This month, breaking to a new low. It has not been at this low since its first candle of trading. I think this is probably on Binance in August of 2020. You have no support below you now. $2. And that's like, I don't know. If it hit $2, maybe you just go for that same kind of risky play. Please don't. Not financial advice. But you could look for a risky play. Like $2 back to $3.50, right? This is catching knives, though. Knivesy knives. Be careful. Sub inner circle. Yeah, dude, this is terrible. This looks terrible. Terrible. Bud Light coin. Oh, I'll crack a Bud Light coin. Buying dot before it gets cool again. Not me, not you, but who? You know what, man? Smarter, I'll say this. This is a better buy, a smarter buy than the people who were dot maxis up here, who are just like ripping it up here. I'll give it to you. You don't need this. You know, you got this at $3. You don't need this to go anywhere to get a profit out of it. You just need it to stop bleeding for a minute, for 1 second. Don't buy trash. I agree. You know, you guys always ask me to look at altcoin charts, and we do sometimes. But the real answer is, I don't like, no matter what you ask me about, I don't think, no, I'll rephrase. I'm not touching alt positions until what we discussed on dominance plays out. If I see that happen, if I see dominance, you know what? Maybe I'll even say this, right? We're looking for a blow off top. I'm looking for a higher high versus 21. Maybe I'll even say this. Maybe I should save this. I'll save this, a lot of this, for the exclusive stream in our group, in our Crown Crypto group at 5 p.m. today in 3 hours. You can go to joincrowncrypto.com and get a free trial. You can join us for that today. I'll save a lot of it for that, but I'll give you the gist here. I think this is going to happen. I've been talking about higher high versus 21, beginning a macro uptrend on dominance, cycle changing. Been talking about it. At 74, at that break, I will look to add some alt positions while dominance is on the way up. That's risky. It's catching a knife. Yes. I think it'd be smarter to wait for that blow off top to see some kind of retracement, buy into that strength. But I think personally, I will look to pick up something when it actually hits 74, when it actually retests that high. I'm not going to go all in. Not going to be crazy. Going to do it safely. But I'll look there. Like that'll be a good point, a good kind of like reminder of, hey, it might not be the top of dominance, but at least it's getting close. I don't think we're close yet. Bitcoin looks largely sideways for a Friday, but it's been a very strong week. Very, very strong week. As opposed to a weak week, which is what we've seen lately. A weak week. Looking for a bullish engulfing close above 106K on the week today, or on Sunday. CME, we'll look at CME as well. CME closing today. What does it need? 105K, very likely. Looks like CME will close its first bullish engulfing weekly candle since May. Today. 3 hours. That actually looks very good. CME's so fucking bullet, dude. So bullish. 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 Bitcoin can too if it holds on here. Still got my long open, aging really well. Let's pull this up. Trading on BYDFI, by the way. BYDFI, links in the video description below. No restrictions on signups there. Anybody from anywhere. They won't stop you from signing up. Got that trade open from 98. I should have got 98 flat. Or am I glad I didn't wait for 98 flat? I'm glad I didn't wait for 98 flat. I wouldn't come. 98.7. It's not my biggest trade. I just have been bored. I haven't been doing a lot of trading lately. 81% gain. Let's go. Yeah, like $500 up. It's not a big deal. Feeling pretty good about that position. Pico bottom right there. Take it. Take it. Not really looking to make any adjustments. I probably could move the stop up to above 90, like to like 100K. I think if we go back under 100K, it's going to take longer to get to an all-time high. But trading on BYDFI, links in the video description below. You'll get some sweet bonuses if you use my link. Sweet, sweet bonuses. Looking Jack, thank you, Mikey. It was bicep day, you guys. You guys always notice on bicep day. I appreciate that. I know a lot of you guys out there lift also, and I'll be damned. When you're lifted, man, it is just like body dysmorphia. You know, you don't see a difference. So it feels nice when other people point it out. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What's up, Kelvin? Subscribing. Robin L subscribing today. Thunga Bahupal subscribing today. What's up, bro? What's up, WW? Timothy Corrigan. Shout out to Boston Drain again for that super chat. Also, guys, if you've never watched the free trading course on this channel, why not? Watch some of those videos. They're primo. They're on the playlist in the videos on this channel. They're the best on YouTube, prove me wrong. And if you're looking to invest in yourself, join us tonight. Sign up on joincrowncrypto.com. It's our exclusive group. What else we got? Gold. I think gold's showing some weakness, which is interesting. Maybe I'm wrong. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Ooh, where's Pickle? Gold showing some weakness. That's good. I wouldn't say gold is cooked yet, but gold showing weakness, definitely a signal to the market that maybe some certainty is here or coming. I wouldn't jump the gun here and read into it too much yet. You can see this is still largely just doing what it's been doing, right? Hasn't really broken structure yet. You're going to need to see some, honestly, you're going to need to see like 3,100 break to break structure on gold. But maybe some certainty coming back into the market. What's really interesting, if you look at Bitcoin versus gold, very, very clean chart, incredibly clean. Broke all-time high in December of last year. Hasn't put in a higher high yet. Gold's made a lot of gains, but look at this big old flag. This big flag. What's happening right here, right now? Could be very bullish for the corn. Could be very bullish for the corn. Keep your eyes peeled. This is some alpha. This chart is some alpha in general. Watch the fib video. Thank you, Mr. History. Loved it. Pakistan, you're the man. Apple. All right, Leonardo. All right. For you. I haven't looked at Apple in quite some time. Let's see what Apple's at. Let's see what Apple's doing. Ooh, Let me take a moment to rant for a second and FUD Apple. I have an iPhone. I've always had an iPhone since I started getting smartphones. I like my iPhone, but it's the only Apple product I have. Oh, that's not true. Other than the Apple headphones, because they go with them. But as someone who has bought an Apple iPhone every year, not every year, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't see this company, unless they innovate, just doing anything. They're making iPhones and they're the same garbage. Like, they're not improving them in ways people want. They're just coming out with new models like every year, and I feel no interest of upgrading. I use my iPhones till they just fall apart because there's no difference. Like, the camera's upgraded. I don't care, bro. I don't need the camera to be like another bajillion megapixels. Like, they're not innovating these phones anymore, and if anything, I feel like they're almost going against it. They're kind of adding features people don't want. They're not adding the features that people want. Like, and I know that phones aren't the only thing they do, but I don't think they're like gaining share with computers either, or the Apple, VR goggles. Like, I feel like Apple's kind of peaked unless they can pull like a Tesla and just come out with some new popular products, some cutting edge technology that people want. And you look at the chart and you see a lot of things at all-time high, indices at all-time high today. This doesn't look great. It's not the worst in the world, but what do you have here? High, failed high, break of structure, all-time high, pullback, failed high, break of structure, rejection, down, back testing previous highs from years ago. That's okay. Lots of stuff did that in April. Almost everything did in April. The difference is no bounce. Now, what is this? It's the bear flag. You have a pole. You got the flag. What are you looking for? You're looking for continuation. I don't like this. I don't think this is a great chart. There's a trade. There's a trade if you're bullish on it. If you feel differently from me, that's okay. You think Apple makes the best stuff. You buy all their stuff. You think they're innovators. Go for it. There is a trade here. Because this is such a tight flag, you can certainly look for something like this. I don't even know where you'd target at 220. You could definitely do this. You can have a very tight stop loss playing that flag. I just think the down is the play. Can be taken in either direction. Boom. iPhones look scary. Honestly, though, I like my iPhone because I don't think Apple's spying on me. Apple has shown time and time again that they will fight. They will fight governments on like unlocking their phones. That they don't add backdoors. The governments have given them issues, especially the U.S. government. I would like an open source phone. Open source phone. I assume Androids. There's probably some option, but with all the kind of the luxuries, all the things that I like about my iPhone. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think, Leonardo? Are you bullish or bearish? Apple's privacy policy is the biggest out of big tech. Fringe Lord, thank you. Like, I'm not saying they are like, you know, our best friends and we should trust them, but I trust them more than, I don't know, Samsung or something. The Apple company has at least shown that they will fight for it. They'll fight. I'm not saying they'll die for it, but they'll fight for it. You agree they don't innovate? Dude, they're the opposite of innovators now. They used to be innovators. Now they're not. Everybody in your family has them? Same. With you on that one. Thank you. Good to hear, Flash. Good to hear. Apple computer. Dude, who's buying Apple computers? They've always just been like overpriced for what they are. Forge your own path. What's up, bro? Sold half your portfolio? Wish you the best of luck. You like the gold Bitcoin chart? Yeah, dude. This is alpha. Not a lot of people look at these kind of things. We look at this kind of stuff all the time on this channel. This chart is so clean, so fresh. It should not be ignored. Should not be in any way ignored. Look at that. We're going to break out. This could be a huge signal for Bitcoin. Now, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin has to necessarily go up in dollars, right? It could be that gold just slips against Bitcoin. But think of that as a positive. If gold is slipping, that's likely meaning that the riskier assets are going to do better. When gold is going up, the riskier assets don't tend to do as well. Gold is definitely an oscillator against, we'll say, like risky assets. Inverse oscillator, whatever. Right there at the 618, coming back up. I like it. I like gold for a breakout, or Bitcoin against gold for a breakout. Does BYDFI have instant deposits, Timothy? For what? And instant deposits, like, for what? You know, like, they're not gonna, no exchange should credit you before the assets get there. But like when they get there, yeah, as far as I know. 215 on Apple. Yeah. Yeah, you can see something like that. Dude, and that's not, you're bullish, that's fine. That was one thing though that I was even alluding to, is like Apple adding like AI to their phones. Like we didn't ask for that. I do not want integrated AI on my phone, period. I will not buy a phone with that for as long as I don't have to, put it that way. We saw you pick game, 215. Then the real move comes downward. Yeah, probably. I was just identifying a bear flag and saying you really could try to play this either way. Play that either way. I would prefer short. Analysis on SUI, crypto manipulation trader. Saga 2 Tesla phone. There's a Tesla phone? I don't know if I trust Elon. Honestly, I don't know if I trust Elon Musk with my phone though. I don't know, man. I wish someone would come out with like a fully customizable open source phone. Because dude, phones are so important. Privacy on your phone is so important. SUI looking not bad. There might be another long potential here. It might be missed. Might have already missed it. Something like that. We hit this one. We had this entry like a sniper at $2. Should have closed at 4 while we were up 100%, but we were aiming big. We were aiming real big. For me in SUI, there's likely a bunch of entries to be potentially played that I could look to trade. Likely a bunch. And they all have the same invalidation. It's like right here. You know, 175. If you want to go a little less or more conservative, 160. You lose these levels and your chart looks terrible, right? If you hold these lows, this is fine. You're flagging. You're looking for that upside move. You've got like a macro higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You lose these levels under like 175, 160. You've broken your structure. You're not in this macro uptrend anymore. And you just look cooked. So I see potential here for trades. Let's put it that way. Mostly long. Bitcoin has not moved. Yeah, pit gameplay. There's like a bunch of other people in the chat. Leonardo was saying he was bullish. We know you weren't. You said 215 sweep liquidity, then move to the downside. There's lots of people here. It's not just you, my friend. There's a Trump phone, dude. I would trust the Tesla phone over the Trump phone. Trump phone doesn't even exist yet. Do you guys notice the Trump phone when they first announced it was going to be made in the U.S.? Now it's made with U.S. ideals in mind or something. It's not being made in the U.S. You know why? Because you can't make a smartphone in the U.S. You just can't do it. You can put Linux on Android? That sounds too fancy for me. What's up, SS Shorts? How are you, man? Forge your own path. I'm doing good, my brother. Doing good. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What's up, Crypto Princess? How you doing, darling? Good to see you. Control Z next time to undo drawing? Yeah. Yeah. I use those shortcuts all the time. Fedcher. What's up, Boing? What's up, Boing? Fedcher. Yeah, dude. No, thank you on that Trump phone. Love from Pakistan. Right back at you. The stickers are placed on in the U.S. Yeah, it's about as American as phones are going to get. And this isn't like, oh, well, that'll change. Nah, dude. This is like for... I'm not sure the U.S. could produce smartphones like competitively like in a decade if we tried. Like this is not something that's like, well, we could if we just made a few tweaks. We don't have like the raw materials to ship those raw materials and then have U.S. people assemble them. This is like already non-competitive. That's why we don't do it. The things we don't produce in the U.S., a lot of it's because our labor is expensive. But when we don't produce them, it's usually because we just can't. Like, could we literally produce phones? Sure. It just wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, you would just be paying so much more for less. You'd get like a shittier product and you'd pay like multiple times more. Doesn't make sense. That's okay. We don't have to produce everything. We should produce more. We don't have to produce everything. Made with American values in mind. There it is, Tillin. What a ridiculous statement. Do you still think trade on weeks? You can. I have a link for weeks. Weeks is fine. I don't trade on weeks too much, mostly because you can only. There's only so many places you want to have trades open at once. But weeks is fine. Place to earn interest on uninvested USDT or USDC, CK. Coinbase will offer you some. I was just saying to my friend, I miss the days of Celsius. I know we all got skunked, but like, bro, I miss the days. I have little amounts here and there. I learned my lesson. Librem 5, the phone that focuses on security, privacy by default, with her. It's a KJAM. It's an open source though. Has to make dollars. Doesn't make sense. America is awesome. Terrible tap water. I don't drink my tap water. 4-hour head and shoulder probably. Apparently Ben says also need to get a 2.5. Isn't that the almost exact same thing? I don't know. I haven't used the others thing. Isn't that almost the exact same thing as saying as Bitcoin dominance has to go to 75? Isn't that the same thing or no? Same diff. Benjamin Cohen and I have seen eye to eye on dominance for a very long time. Head and shoulders on Ethereum. You know, I was getting more bullish on Ethereum. I was getting more bullish. And then I've been thinking, I haven't changed my stance, but I've been thinking, well, I think dominance is going higher, and dominance pretty much has to come. Why is this down there? Pretty much has to come from Ethereum. So maybe it's too early. We do see the golden cross coming here for Ethereum and potentially rejecting from 2,500 as it comes. Holy shit. We got the bounce from 2150 to 2,500. Maybe it's close up shop there on that. Yeah, it's just not possible, KJ. Look like I've been lifting. Thank you, Dead Fred. I have been. 3 full bear you've been lifting. Exactly. I retired it, brother. No judgments, no hates to anybody out there still vaping, dude. I vaped for like 10 years. I vaped hardcore. Way too much, way too high nicotine, like Juul level for too long. But yeah, I quit cold turkey in November of last year. Haven't gone back. No crutches, no patches, no gum. That's another piece of advice for me, to you on quitting vaping, quitting nicotine. Don't do the patches, don't do the chew, don't do just no nicotine. Any nicotine you put back in your body, you're just continuing the addiction. You gotta drop it. It's not gonna make it easier. What it is it's gonna make it easier to just like not quit, to like half quit, where you just go back to it. I don't even feel like every blue moon I'll have a second of like, I kind of want my vape. And then it just passes. I don't crave it anymore. Oh man, I forget it. Forever. You guys saw me on here doing it. What's up, Das Peach? Das Peach will be there. How long did it take me to learn all this, Maui? In a lifetime of practice, man. I've been doing full time on YouTube streaming 6 years. I've been trading, I don't know, like 8. Not full time 8, but years. You don't need to know all this. Here's the biggest thing. You don't need to know everything I'm talking about to be successful in trading. You really only need to know, like, in my opinion, a few very simple things. If you go to joincrowncrypto.com, I'd be happy to more intimately explain this more in detail. But the gist of it, to be a successful trader, you really just need to stick to like 2 or 3 really core things. One is honestly this. I think people think that this is like cliche, or they think that it's a not serious answer. But the real only serious answer, if I were to say in one sentence, how can someone be a successful trader from 0 to being successful, is just understand and practice risk management. That's it. You can be a bad trader outside. You know, you can be a terrible trader. You can just statistically lose more than you should. But if you practice the correct risk management, which is never risking more than 1% of a trade, you'll be a successful trader. You will beat 99% of people who just start trading, simply because you won't go bankrupt. That is it. All the other stuff is just cherry on top. It's flavor, it's style. Everything else is just to try to make that profitability, the win rate multiplied by your risk reward ratio, better. But if you practice risk management correctly, the rest of it is comparatively irrelevant. There you go. What's the ET of the difficulty adjustment? Let me see. Let me see if it changed. Appreciate that advice, yeah, but people won't tell you that, or people won't tell you that because you don't sell courses that way. You don't sell courses telling people about that. But I don't give a shit. Like, yeah, I want people to sign up for our group Because I want to make money. You know, I want to help people. But it's never been, you know, that's never been the goal. The goal of this channel has never been to make as much money for me as I can. It's been to share my passion about Bitcoin, share my passion for trading, and to help other people succeed in both their trading, investing, and avoiding scam career in this realm. 1 day and 14 hours, we're going to see one of the biggest difficulty adjustments down on Bitcoin again. It's right here. Let's see. This is 1 day, 14 hours. Okay, it's moved. I mean, that makes sense. It's moved out ever so slightly because it's actually, the difficulty has gone down. The adjustment's gone down a little bit ever so slightly. There we go. The 29th of June. If mining continues into the end of this month, if we continue to see miners turn off effectively or mine less, it could be at the very end of the month. Let's see. We've seen a little turnaround here. Intraday today, we've seen a little turnaround. I would say even in the last few days, we've seen a reversal of that downward trend of hash. So not as likely. Not as likely. It'll likely be in a day and 14 hours. You look into the course? Do this first, Maui. First, just check out the free course I have. Do that first. It's on this channel. Joining the group, it's not cheap. It's not for everybody. It's certainly for people who have money already. You know, if you have $1,000 to your name, please, for God's sakes, do not join my group. Just use that money to invest. Don't do that. What's up, Hendrik? Support this man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Patience. Yeah, inner circle. Patience is huge. All right. All right. Here's what we're going to do, man. We're live here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and often more than that at around 1 p.m. East. You should do these two things today. You should join our Discord. It's free. Discord.gg/TomCrown. The link is in the video description below. It's pinned to the top of the chat. That's a great way to start. You should plan to tune into our streams more. You should also go into the video description and check out our links, our affiliate partner links. All of my trading tools that I use, all the exchanges I'm trading on, I use all of them. If you sign up with any of them, you'll get some roles in our Discord, some exclusive VIP roles, right? Very good deal. Cost you nothing. At 5 p.m. Eastern, just like 2 hours, we're going to have an exclusive stream in our private group. You can get a free week trial and join us today by going to joincrowncrypto.com. That's also pinned in the top of the chat and in the video description. Check it out. You should like and subscribe. You should join us on Monday. If Bitcoin gets spicy this weekend, we'll be live. Join us then. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in on a Friday. It's a chillin' Friday, man. Not a lot is going on. That's how it is. But I love each and every one of you for tuning in today. I will catch you very, very soon. Crown out.